This morning on DC News Now, many of us are dry right now, but you are starting to notice a few rain showers sliding into north central Maryland as well as western Maryland, associated with that low that continues to track its way off towards our north. We'll be tracking a few of those rain showers through the day today. Not a complete washout, though. More details on the timing of those showers coming up.
Also coming up this morning, firefighters facing charges, how the local union and prosecutors are responding after bystanders caught a fight on camera.
And bears on the rise, why local experts say we're seeing more of them around the DMV.
And taking a trip without breaking the bank, how you can cash in on summer travel deals ahead of your fall getaways.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
All right, good Wednesday morning to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey James.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. We're going to start you off with a live look outside on this Wednesday morning. Jackie, it's going to be a warm start, but we could see some rain. Yeah, we're going to be tracking a little bit of that wet weather through the day today for your Wednesday. But out there right now, taking a live look over towards the Kennedy Center, we're noticing that we're really just tracking the dry conditions and overall a nice start. But later on this morning into the early afternoon, that's when we'll see a few of those light rain showers passing on through. Already starting to notice a few of those sprinkles now into north central Maryland, mainly right around the four-state region at this point. Some of those lighter rain showers passing through right around Hagerstown, even extending as far south as Winchester right now. And then western Maryland, we are seeing some more of the steadier rain. But again, these are very light, pushing through Hagerstown, Boonesboro, Martinsburg, Charlestown, even down towards Berryville and Winchester. Over towards western Maryland, Garrett County, seeing some steadier rain showers and seeing a little bit more of the yellows popping up, indicating more of the steady to heavy rain passing on through. Temperatures right now, we're into the 50s and 60s. We're mid-60s in DC, mid-50s, Waldorf, upper 50s, Hagerstown, low 60s, Fredericksburg. Eventually noticing those high temperatures into the upper 70s to low 80s. These winds will also pick up through the day today, so a bit breezy later on today. More details and a look at towards the rest of that 7 day in just a couple of minutes. Shanika's here with another check of those roadways. How's traffic?
All right, I'm seeing delays here. Take a look at this crash. This is along BW Parkway heading southbound. This is just past Maryland 100. You can see crash response police activity, so do watch for those flashing lights if you're planning to head that way. Now, you are seeing that car pretty crushed there, and you're getting by, squeezing by to the right side. So flipping over to the maps, once you get to our area through Laurel and through College Park, you're looking good to go. But yeah, out of Hanover, that is definitely going to be a headache for commuters right now. You can take Route 1 or 95 if you have that option, but the rest of your beltway is looking good. We're looking at the top side and lower side, still no issues.
Thank you, Shanika. Your time right now is coming up on 6:02 on a Wednesday.
Hey, let's take a look at your no-go headlines this morning. Former President Donald Trump pleading not guilty to the alleged mishandling of classified documents. Now, Trump says the prosecution is using the case to keep him quiet ahead of the 2024 election. His lawyers say they will prepare for trial.
And two D.C. firefighters facing several charges this morning, including assault. This stems from an incident caught on video back in April. The video appears to show the firefighters kicking and punching another man. The department says the firefighters have been placed on administrative duties until this case is resolved.
And 5 men have been found guilty of murdering a 10-year-old girl in D.C. Micaiah Wilson was shot and killed nearly 5 years ago outside her apartment complex. Defense attorneys arguing there were no fingerprints, DNA, or physical evidence. All right, new this morning, a man is dead after a late-night shooting in Bladensburg, Maryland. This happened on Bladensburg Road near Baltimore Avenue. Bladensburg police say officers were patrolling the area when they noticed a suspicious car. That's when they say they walked up and found the victim suffering from at least one gunshot wound. Prince George's County Police are now taking over that investigation.
Today we witness the most evil and heinous abuse of power in the history of our country.
And right there, you're hearing from former President Donald Trump responding to the federal charges brought against him over him allegedly mishandling classified documents. Federal prosecutors are now preparing for a trial against him.
Yeah, Trump pleaded not guilty to 37 charges related to the alleged mishandling of classified documents. Now, he was arraigned inside a Miami federal courtroom yesterday. He believes the prosecution is using the case to keep him quiet ahead of the election. After entering a not guilty plea, Trump flew from South Florida to New Jersey, where he then spoke to his supporters.
They want to take away my freedom because I will never let them take away your freedom. It's very simple. They want to silence me because I will never let them silence you. They want you silenced.
Trump's lawyers say they are preparing for trial. Experts believe that could be 6 months to a year away. And this is the second criminal case Trump is facing as he seeks re-election. In New York, he is accused of falsifying business records linked to hush money payments made during the 2016 presidential campaign. All right, 2 D.C. firefighters are charged with assault after allegedly getting in a brawl recorded on camera, but they all say they're not guilty.
This fight happened while the firefighters were responding to a call and again was all caught on camera. Our Tosin Fakili is live this morning at the D.C. Superior Court. Tosin, leaders with D.C. Firefighters Association are saying there is more to what was seen in that video.
Tanaya, yeah, that's correct. Good morning. The president of D.C. Firefighters Association says the firefighters should be given the benefit of the doubt in this incident. He also says the man that was assaulted by the 2 firefighters was the attacker in this case. Now, we're going to show you that video, but just a warning, it might be disturbing for some to see. This is video of that brawl that happened in Northwest D.C. involving some D.C. firefighters. 2 firefighters, 48-year-old Sean Sinan and 21-year-old Redden Ecleo, turned themselves into police yesterday. They were charged with simple assault. Court documents reveal D.C. Fire and EMS responded to the scene of a Metro bus crash in April, and while on the scene, a man was acting erratically and getting in the way of their work. Court documents show the man hit one of the firefighters twice, and a group of firefighters stepped in to restrain that man. Court records also say one of the firefighters swung at the man several times and punched him twice. The president of D.C. Fire Association says firefighters are not trained in de-escalation.
It's firefighters, it's not police officers. We don't have weapons to protect us. I just don't want people to rush to judgment. They were put in this impossible situation where they had to protect their own safety.
Hoagland says he's shocked the U.S. Attorney's Office stepped in and charged the firefighters, given the fact that one of those firefighters was injured in this incident. Now, officials say a total of 6 firefighters were put on administrative duties following this brawl that happened in April, and we're told that these firefighters will remain on administrative duty until all legal proceedings are complete. Now, of course, we plan to stay on top of the story and bring you the latest once we have it. But for now, we're live at the D.C. Superior Court. I'm Tosin Fakili for D.C. News Now. Back to you.
All right, Tosin, thank you. 5 men have been found guilty of murdering a 10-year-old girl in D.C.
Micaiah Wilson was shot and killed in the courtyard of her apartment complex nearly 5 years ago. Now, police say several men got out of a car and started shooting into that courtyard of the Clay Terrace apartments. This all happened back in July of 2018. Micaiah and several others were hit. She died from her injuries. Defense attorneys argue there were no fingerprints, DNA, or physical evidence. Prosecutors rely heavily on statements made on social media and motive evidence. Prosecutors say Isaiah Murchison, Gregory Taylor, Kawan Thomas, and 2 others were armed. They say Quentin Michaels and Doris Jeffries helped by getting the guns and car used in that shooting. Those 5 were convicted of first-degree murder. Markel Cobbs was found guilty of conspiracy. Prosecutors say all 6 men convicted are members of a gang called the Wellington Park Crew. Officials say the men fired more than 50 shots due to a feud they had with people in that community.
There's nothing more gut-wrenching to us as prosecutors than homicides where children are killed. We will do all within our power to deliver justice in cases like this.
It was an innocent young lady that won't do nothing. She didn't deserve to get killed like that.
Sentencing hearings are scheduled for October. The 2 others involved are still expected to stand trial.
3 teens accused of trying to kill a student on a Prince George's County school bus have all been indicted. Now, the attack happened last month. Police say the 3 teens got on a school bus stopped near Sutler Drive and Iverson Street in Oxon Hill. Investigators say that is when 15-year-old Caden Holland, known as Baby K, tried shooting the victim 3 times, but the gun jammed. Now, yesterday, the state's attorney's office charged all 3 suspects with 16 different charges, including first and second-degree attempted murder, assault, gang-related charges. Another suspect, a 14-year-old girl, is also being charged for conspiracy to commit first-degree murder.
Talk to your children. Figure out where they are, who their friends are, what they're doing with their time. This office is standing firm and strong against crime committed by anyone, regardless of age.
All of the teens are being charged as adults. Right now, they remain in jail with no bond.
Your time right now is coming up on 6:09 this morning. Hagerstown police are proposing a new video surveillance plan to combat crime. Police are asking the city council to spend $185,000 on cameras throughout the city. Some businesses got a head start and installed their cameras in order to deter burglars.
That does discourage people from doing things that they maybe shouldn't be doing.
They have cameras up here on the main drag, and they'll come and ask me. They had some problems back in the alley here. They've come to me and want to see my cameras.
Council is expected to approve the police department's request for security cameras at its next meeting.
And this month, the Fairfax County Police Department is launching the 2023 Summer Crime Prevention Initiative. Now, this month, the department will focus on retail theft. The program runs through from June to August. Each month, the department will focus on a different area. The patrol coordination model will also change monthly, and they hope strategic prevention and focused enforcement will reduce crime across the county. All right, time right now is 6:10. Another bear sighting in the DMV, this time in Montgomery County.
That is right. Officials in Rockville confirmed a bear was found in the backyard of a home yesterday. Now, police say they saw the bear in a tree crawling along fences near West Kersey Lane and Sunrise Drive. That is when it entered one of the family's backyards and climbed into a tree. The family who spotted the bear spoke about the scary encounter.
So I was just sitting inside my house drinking some coffee, and I heard a scratching noise that sounded like a cat climbing a tree. And I looked out the window and I saw a black fur, and I jumped up to close our door. Next thing I know, my dog bolts out the door and I see a black bear.
Rockville police say the bear has not yet been captured. It was last reported moving towards Potomac.
All right, it may seem like we're seeing a rise in bear sightings, but according to the Maryland Department of Natural Resources, frequent bear sightings are common this time of the year.
June and July are really peak movement periods for black bear. It's the time of year where our juveniles, or our teenagers, so to speak, are dispersing. They're leaving where they were born, and they're trying to find their own territory where they're going to live out the rest of their lives.
The Maryland Department of Natural Resources recommends anyone with questions on how to deal with the bear sighting in their area should visit their website.